Hi, I'm Raquel from MHFamilyAdventures. Let's talk MSC Cruises. Now, I know you all have heard some reviews about MSC Cruises. Some of these reviews may scare potential MSC cruisers away. If you aren't familiar, MSC is a European cruise line that currently has a few ships over here in the US, porting out of New York City, Port Canaveral, and Miami, with cruises ranging from 3 to 10 nights, going to places such as San Juan, Puerto Rico, and Cozumel, Mexico. Recently, our family sailed on board MSC Meraviglia on a 7-day sailing out of Port Canaveral that took us to Nassau, Cozumel, Belize City, and MSC's private island Ocean Cay. Did we enjoy our time on board as our very first time on MSC as a family? Well, of course, you'll have to stick around to find out, but I will give you a quick spoiler. We do believe that MSC just might be the underdog in the cruising world. In this full review of MSC Cruises, I will share my thoughts, opinions, and personal experiences of MSC from the booking stage all the way to disembarking the ship. So if you love full-length cruise vlogs, as well as cruise tips and tricks, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel, MHFamilyAdventures. And also be sure to check out our MSC Meraviglia vlog series. We do have a full series available on our channel. Alright, so booking your cruise with MSC Cruises is just as simple as going online to book your cruise, calling MSC Cruises, or booking through a travel advisor. If you're not familiar, I'm also a travel advisor with Major Adventures Travel Agency. I'll include my information in the description, so if you're interested in booking an MSC cruise, I would love to be able to help you. But it's pretty simple to go online, book your cruise. Pretty much you're shopping around just as you would with any other cruise line. The one thing that I do want to note about MSC Cruises is that sometimes if you have to call in, customer service just is not the greatest. Sometimes there's long hold times, long wait times, and sometimes the guest services just is not there over the phone. So I definitely recommend booking through a travel advisor if you're booking with MSC. Now, something to point out about MSC, which kind of keeps them above the rest of the cruise lines, is that they typically offer special promotions. Some of those promotions range from kids sail free. They'll offer promotions that include drinks and Wi-Fi included, which during our MSC Meraviglia series, we did have the free drinks included as well as the kids sail free. So sometimes you can find combination promotions that you can apply to your MSC booking. Something else about MSC Cruises is that they consistently offer a military discount. And so those military discounts range from 5 to 10% depending on the cabin type that you have. So I do love MSC for the fact that they have some great values, great promotions, and they always offer that military discount. Something else to note about MSC Cruises is that they are one of the few cruise lines that offer what we call an occupancy or infant waiver. So if you have a child that's 2 years or younger cruising, and let's say you are a family of 5, and you book a cabin that accommodates up to 4 guests, you can apply for an occupancy waiver or an infant waiver so that your infant can sail in the same cabin as you, and you only pay the taxes, fees, and port expenses. So with the occupancy waiver, it's not guaranteed, but it is something that they offer. It could save you some money on your cruise, but it just guarantees that your child is able to be in a cabin with you. They'll sleep either in your bed, or if space is available, there may be a crib available. So keep that in mind. That was something that I learned here recently about the occupancy waiver. Also with MSC, when you go online to the consumer website after you book, you can book excursions, you can book Wi-Fi, internet, or your travel advisor can help you add those things onto your booking. Now, I have to say that I have experienced quite a few glitches with MSC's website. Sometimes it'll completely crash. Sometimes it's hard to attach your booking to your MSC profile. So definitely keep that in mind, that I feel like there could be some work done as far as updating their technology, updating the website so that it is more user-friendly. Now let's talk about the online check-in process as well as embarking the cruise ship. So MSC Cruises, unfortunately, they're one of the only cruise lines that I'm aware of where you cannot select your embarkation time. So approximately about 60 days before you cruise, sometimes even when you book, they will automatically assign you an embarkation time. So if you're like me and you like to get on the ship early, be sure to check your cruise documents, because it's quite possible that if you are like me and you like to get on the ship at 11 a.m., that you could be assigned a 2 p.m. Embarkation time. So be sure to check that out. But the online check-in process for MSC Cruises is quite simple. It's just like all of the other cruise lines where you enter your travel information, your passport information. Also keep in mind that a passport is not required. It's highly recommended, but it's not required if you are a U.S. citizen and you're cruising to and from the same U.S. port. So a passport is not required, but keep that in mind. But yes, the process for checking in online is pretty simple, very streamlined, but just know that your embarkation time is automatically selected by MSC Cruises, as well as your dining time. So if you book, they have different tiers with MSC where they have the Bella experience, which is just your basic rate that gives you a guaranteed cabin where you don't get to select where you are on the ship. MSC selects that. If you book the Bella experience, then you don't get to select your dining time. If you book the Fantastica or Aria experience, then whatever time you select, which is typically early or late, then you are able to, you have a chance of getting your preferred time. So again, if you book the lowest rate, which is the Bella, a lot of times you might be stuck with an unpreferred dining time. All right, boarding the ship. So, personally, we have not had any bad experiences with MSC as far as getting on the ship. I cruised with MSC Divina back in September of 2022, and again just recently with our whole family on MSC Meraviglia. And fortunately, we did get an early embarkation time. But from what I'm hearing from other cruisers, some of my personal clients, is that sometimes it can be chaotic there at the cruise terminal. So I highly recommend that you have all of your travel documents in hand, ready to go. Arrive at your designated time, because you've probably seen some of those videos, some of those vlogs where the lines are wrapped around the terminal. So be sure to pack your patience. And I'm not quite sure why there's always this disconnect, or there seems to be this disconnect at the terminal. If you arrive early, like we never had an issue getting on the ship. However, if you have a later time, just keep in mind that you could be waiting a couple of hours to board the ship. I'm hoping that over time MSC works on these procedures as far as getting on board, but again, pack your patience, prepare to wait. But something else amazing about MSC, and not all of the other cruise lines do this, I believe the only other one at this time that offers a status match is Virgin Voyages. But MSC does a status match where if you cruise with other cruise lines, or if you're loyal to certain hotel suppliers and different things, you can actually go online. If you Google MSC status match, there is a quick application where you can upload your loyalty card, whether you're platinum on Carnival or diamond with Royal Caribbean, or if you like to stay at Hilton hotels, they will status match and provide you with really nice perks. So you don't necessarily start off at their lowest tier. If you cruise with other cruise lines, definitely do that status match. You need to do it at least 2 weeks prior to sailing. And one thing with the status match is that you get 5% when you are an MSC Voyagers Club member. So you get 5% off your booking, and you get these really cool perks. So definitely check out the status match program with MSC. All right, so once on the ship, you will find that MSC has some of the most beautiful ships. Now, they are known for having their signature crystal stairs. You will see that as soon as you enter the atrium of pretty much all of their cruise ships, but their ships are stunning. So they offer quite a few amenities, very similar to some of your common cruise lines such as Carnival and Royal Caribbean. So you're going to have pools, you're going to have an adults only area, you're going to have the kids club, you're going to have the pools, the water slides, just all kinds of things on board for the family to enjoy. Other things that MSC will offer, they have the Sportsplex, which is an area where you can go and play different games. You can do tennis, you can do dodgeball, basketball, all kinds of activities there. They also offer an area where they have video games and simulators and different things. Now, this isn't offered across all MSC ships, but some of the newer ones offer this. They actually have a bowling alley available on some ships. So again, the ships are gorgeous. They have lots of entertainment spaces for the family to enjoy. They have a gym, spa, so pretty much all of those amenities and all those things that you would expect on a cruise ship, MSC is going to have as well. All right, and one thing to mention, since we are a family channel, is that MSC, their kids club, is included in your cruise fare. So that is definitely a plus. So ranging from the infants all the way up to age 17, your infant, your teen can experience MSC kids clubs. And it's really nice because they're open quite a bit during the cruise. Typically on a port day, they're open pretty much all day. And on sea days, they have select times that they're open. They will shut down sometimes for lunch or dinner, but they also offer times where your child can dine with their friends during dinner so that you can take time away with your family or with your spouse or significant other. So the cruise, the kids clubs, they offer all kinds of activities for the kids. They have the Master Chef Junior available for them. They'll do different dance parties. They'll do arts and crafts. So just lots and lots of fun there. So be sure to register your child when you get on board. You will have to register and sign a waiver. Now the waiver is available online if you want to print that off and have it ready. But you will have to register your child, sign the waiver. But once that's done, it's a quick and easy drop off and your kids will have a great time in the kids club. All right, entertainment on board MSC. Now, I'll be very honest with you when I say that I don't necessarily find the entertainment on MSC to be the best. It kind of reminds me more of like a High School Musical. Just not that great, but it's good. I mean, you can go, you can watch it, you'll be entertained, but it's just not, comparing it to other cruise lines that I've been on. I just find that sometimes the entertainment is lacking as far as like in the main theater. However, they do offer different other activities throughout the cruise where they'll have like salsa dance classes, they'll offer bingo, they'll offer all kinds of other entertainment opportunities. I do find that the musicians that they have on board playing in the atrium, they are amazing. They will also have some live bands available. They have karaoke, all kinds of things like that. But as far as like the stage performances, the live entertainment, I feel like it kind of lacks a little bit. So not my favorite as far as the entertainment. But again, overall it's good, but I would not give it 5 stars. And now for the most important part. I know everyone is wondering, because this is probably something that you hear about an awful lot in the reviews. How was the food? And I'll be quite honest with you. I found that the food on MSC Cruises was pretty good. Honestly, to my surprise, based on some of the reviews that I've seen where they say the food is disgusting, the food is terrible, I did not find that. Now, I can tell you that I do feel that MSC lacks some of the casual dining options that other cruise lines offer. So if you're familiar with Carnival, they have a Guy's Burger Joint, Blue Iguana Cantina. Royal Caribbean has different things such as fish and chips and things like that, where it's free or low cost casual dining. MSC does not offer that. So you're pretty much for dinner, like if you're not paying any extra for like specialty dining, you are pretty much either dining in the dining room or the buffet. Now with the buffet, I found that they had quite a few options. I particularly like that they offered a lot of fresh options. But the issue with that is that if you're on a 7-night cruise, the menu's gonna pretty much repeat. So again, you have a wide variety of things that you can select, but again, the buffet, pretty much what you see on day one is what you're gonna have throughout the cruise. But the food overall, the quality was pretty good. MSC is also known for their pizza. I do find that their pizza, while I would appreciate more ingredients on top, I do find that the flavor and the crust, which they make homemade, and they make homemade mozzarella, I find it to be some of the best at sea. But again, MSC misses some of those casual dining options that aren't included. But if you want to upgrade and have more options for dining, you can add on specialty dining package, which I personally feel like it's a great value. For our sailing, we purchased a 3-night specialty dining package or 3-option specialty dining package. It was $71 per person. And pretty much we could go to the steakhouse one night. We went to a Mexican restaurant another night, and then we had hibachi. And so those options were really, really tasty. If you watched our reviews, watched our vlogs, the food was really, really good. They gave you quite a bit. But I know some people, when they book their cruise, they don't want to have to pay for specialty dining options. They want everything to be included. So I understand. But when you look at the value and the price that you pay for your MSC cruise, adding on that specialty dining pretty much balances out to what you would pay on like Carnival or Royal Caribbean. So definitely try to experience some of the specialty dining, but just know that dining is very limited on MSC. If you like to have a wide variety, then definitely try to get that specialty dining package. And speaking of dining, we have to discuss the drinks. So again, MSC oftentimes offers promotions that have drinks included. So they have different tiers of drinks that you can purchase on MSC. The most common is the Easy Plus package, which will give you cocktails up to $9. It'll give you beer, wine, a bottle of water, as well as some specialty coffees, as well as juice and sodas. So if you are one that likes to drink, definitely check out a promotion that includes that for you. And if you have children, they also get included juice and water and soda. But overall, I felt like the drinks were really, really good. I mean, even with the lowest tier package, the Easy Plus, I felt like I had quite a few options. If you want to upgrade to a more premium alcoholic beverage, you can just pay the price difference per drink, which isn't bad, just usually a few dollars. But overall, I found that the drinks on board MSC were probably honestly some of my favorite. Definitely check out that Blue Hawaiian. That is my favorite drink on MSC. But there are tons and tons of bars on MSC. You probably hear about there being lines and waits at the bars. We personally never experienced that. And if you're strategic on like a sea day, instead of getting your drinks out at the pool bar, go inside. There was never a wait for us when we went inside. And again, there's tons of bars available. Something else to note about MSC, which I kind of feel is a downfall for them, is that they do not offer a water package. And so typically you can order like a 12 pack of water to have in your cabin ready for you. You cannot carry on any alcoholic beverages. You cannot carry on any water, anything like that for MSC, because honestly, they want you to purchase those things. So it's not available for you. And having a family, it's something that that's not our preference. We like the cruise lines that allow us to bring on soda or that allow us to pre-purchase water. So just keep that in mind. There is filtered water available at the buffet marketplace, but just know that you cannot bring anything on. But if you do have a promotion that has alcoholic beverages included, you can get water. All right, and the last thing that I'm going to discuss about MSC would be the guest services and the staff on board. Now, if you've ever cruised with Carnival Cruise Line, in my personal opinion, I find that they have some of the best room stewards, some of the best crew. And honestly, I felt like that was the biggest thing that MSC was lacking. Just overall customer care, guest services, which I know and I understand can be a detriment for some looking to cruise MSC. I do think over time, as they continue to grow in the US market, that they will appeal more to what those of us in the US like as far as customer service. But I did find sometimes going to guest services, they weren't always the most friendly or most helpful. I didn't find, like honestly, during our sailing, I think we saw a room steward once, whereas on other cruise lines, they'll call you by name. We just did not have that experience. Now, overall, our cabin was clean. It was cleaned every day. We never had an issue with that. We never even really had an issue with like our dining staff. However, dining was pretty slow some nights, so it was slow service, but as far as how they cared for us was pretty good. So it's just a different vibe than you would experience as far as customer service on other cruise lines. Not necessarily bad, but just not where I think MSC could be. And I can see how that could turn away some people from cruising MSC. But again, definitely try it out, give it a shot. Your experience may be different than ours, but overall, we had no huge complaints about the staff or the services on board. Something else I forgot to mention that you will see if you watch our MSC series, internet. So the internet or Wi-Fi on board, again, this may vary by ship. Just some things to know about the Wi-Fi. So if you have the included Wi-Fi with your promotion, the Wi-Fi, each person in the cabin has one device. know that once you connect to a device, you are not able to swap out that device for a different device. We learned that the hard way and had to purchase a whole nother internet package. Also, if you happen to work from the cruise ship, and if your employer has certain restrictions on your device, there's something about MSC's Wi-Fi that will not allow you to override some of those restrictions in place. So you may not be able to connect on your business or work device if you are cruising with MSC. Now, my husband, he does a lot of work when we travel, and we found that to be an issue. We were eventually able to troubleshoot with his IT department and things like that, but just know that that could be a headache if you're not expecting that. They have certain security measures in place that are different than the other cruise line from what they explained to us. And so if you have a school, even a school device, work device, things like that, that it could cause you to not be able to connect. But overall, I felt like the Wi-Fi service was pretty good. I would recommend that if you are looking to either stream or watch videos or even upload, you will need the streaming package. So the promotion that comes with Wi-Fi is usually the basic. You can go to the internet counter to upgrade, and I highly recommend that, because if you don't have the streaming package, you can't even upload to social media. You can't watch videos, you can't do any of that. But we found that overall, the internet service, once we figured out the kinks as far as not being able to log into one device and getting off that device or what have you, once we figured all of that out, the Wi-Fi was pretty good on MSC. And just one more thing that I forgot to mention again, MSC's private island, Ocean Cay. I have to give it up to MSC for this gorgeous, gorgeous private island. I have to say that it is probably one of my favorite private islands. It's pretty simple. It used to be a dump, and they have gone in to preserve it, cleaned it up, and they have made it a marine reserve to protect the wildlife, the sea life there around it. So it's not like Coco Cay that you would find on Royal Caribbean. It's not that type of private island, but it is gorgeous. The water there is beautiful. They have a little lagoon area for families. Lunch on the island is included. They have a few shops there available for you, but it really does make for a perfect beach day. Be sure to check out our vlog on Ocean Cay. Again, I think it's probably one of our favorite private islands. They do also have a beautiful lighthouse there that you can take a tour in. You can take excursions from Ocean Cay out to go snorkeling at a different island. But again, it makes for a really, really nice day. And if you are booked on MSC, more than likely you will have a stop in Ocean Cay. And certain itineraries will actually have an overnight in Ocean Cay, and they'll have like a lighthouse show and a beach party at night. So that is a lot of fun. So definitely check out MSC's Ocean Cay. It is a beautiful private island. All right, I guess that pretty much wraps up my review on MSC. So overall, if you were to ask me would I cruise on MSC again, absolutely. In fact, I am already booked 3 more times on MSC. I'm sailing on MSC Grandiosa out of Barcelona this summer. I will also be on MSC Seashore for our MHFamilyAdventures group cruise July 4th through the 7th. Just a short 3-day cruise over the holiday next year in 2024. If you are interested in getting on that cruise, maybe this will be your go at trying out MSC. Our information is in the description box. We would love for you to join us on this group cruise. And we are also booked on MSC Seascape for next year. So we absolutely love MSC. If I would rank them, because I know that question's asked a lot, for the most part, we've cruised Carnival the most. And I would probably still stick with Carnival being our favorite cruise line at this time. So I would probably rank Carnival number 1. And I honestly would rank MSC above Royal Caribbean for me. Now that's because we have not cruised on a Royal Caribbean Oasis class ship yet, which we have here in the works soon. But again, MSC Cruises, I give them 2 thumbs up. Again, our experience was very different from some of the reviews and some of the other vlogs that we saw. And I know I get a lot of clients questioning whether they should cruise MSC. I say give it at least one try. Get out there, cruise MSC, see if you like it. You might love it. And again, the value is there. It is probably one of the most affordable cruises you can take. Clean ships, beautiful ships, decent entertainment. I think good food, great drinks, beautiful private island. What more can you ask for? And again, if you like cruise tips, cruise vlogs, reviews, family travel, be sure to subscribe to our channel, MHFamilyAdventures. We are preparing to get on our hashtag Major Summer Vacay 2023 summer vacation, where we are cruising for over 40 days this summer. So be sure to stick around for that. And if you have any specific questions about MSC, feel free to drop those in the comments and we'll be sure to answer them. But until next time, we'll see you out at sea.